Welcome back all. Beautiful fading light of the afternoon, and able to get a little bit of a glimpse of this cub stuck up a knob thorn with the carcass. The carcass is starting to smell. I don't think she's been able to get to it since yesterday. Here comes the hyena now. Or one of them, actually this is the second one, come to think of it, because I can still see one of them sleeping. So she's going to react shortly. This one looks like it's just woken up, yawning. It's coming through the bushes just in front of me, just off to my right. Don't know if it's going to greet the one that's still sleeping here, or it's just added to the numbers and added to the tension of the scene that we're witnessing. We have a scene here where a leopard, who's actually one of Karula's cubs, has killed an impala, taken it up a tree. He's got a cub up the tree as well, and these hyenas are just not giving up. They are hanging around. They either want the carcass or they want the cub, whichever comes first. And they're ganging up on her. She's not going to try to chase them away. She's not going to risk her life. The moment the cub is safe, and the cub can probably stay there, can probably move around a little bit if it needed to. Just tremendous patience, tremendous tenacity for just staying put, staying where it is, not panicking, given the danger that lies at the base of this tree. This is not a casual situation. These hyenas might look like they're lazy and they're sleeping, but they are so tuned in to every noise and every nuance of what might be happening that they will even hear her get up or yawn or stretch. They're just preventing her from coming back to the tree, and it's not exactly the kind of tree where she's going to be comfortable in. If we can sort of get a little bit of a zoomed out view. It's sort of a multi-trunk knobthorn that doesn't have any lateral branches to talk of, and for an adult leopard to try and, well, it's impossible to get comfortable. She'd be at the mercy of fatigue. The cub, on the other hand, has managed to find itself a spot where it's lying down. It's not using any energy to be where it is. In fact, it's taken the very typical leopard pose, and it's got the legs hanging. It's actually watching this show underneath it. It's looking quite cute, actually. Wondering why don't these other creatures move away. Biloxi, gosh, Biloxi down is, where's Biloxi? Louisiana, maybe? Tennessee, down there. I know it's somewhere on the Gulf. Biloxi. Laura, hi. What's the hyena's predator, and what would likely come along and chase it away? Well, lion, I guess, in some respects. Lion are one of the main enemies of hyena. Hyena themselves, to some extent, but unfortunately they're a little bit more powerful than leopards, so leopards are not going to come off best when it comes to a confrontation between the two. So I think this little one's trying to intimidate them by looking at them, but they're just they're just not looking back at it, so that they can't see this death stare that it's giving them. They couldn't really, the two hyenas that are here couldn't really give a hoot. And looks like little one. I mean, if a cat could stare something down, that would be the look. And as only a cat can, it looks quite comfortable. You know how cats can find a way to flow their body over the most obtruse angles and ornaments and places and still be comfortable and still catch a nap. Oh, getting a strong scent of this kill now, starting to ripen. I mean, it's been exposed to the heat of this humidity for a couple of days now, so it's starting. And the worst thing about this situation is, of course, being so smelly, it is not only attracting flies and things, but it's obviously going to attract more attention from other predators. So this is an interesting thing to see. It's something we might have to follow up with tomorrow. Scotty will come with Wendy tomorrow and hopefully follow up on this particular saga. Morning. 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 Let me move. I'll move.
No, it's fine.
Yeah?
No.
Okay. I'll shit. Alright, Minja. Pukil. Go. Starting to get a bit of light in late afternoon light in the eye. Copy that, thanks. Problem, of course, being a cub is a cub can get impatient. A cub doesn't really have the patience of an adult, and it can get tired of things. I think that we had a question now from Arkansas, from Arkiet in Arkansas, is how can it survive without water up in the tree? Well, fortunately, with the kind of digestive system that's needed to slowly absorb all of the protein from a kill, there's also a certain amount of moisture that they do get from the blood, from the meat. But under the circumstances, none of that really matters, because the cub's going to have to try and push it as long as it can. I said earlier, this is a standoff. It's a rather unique situation. She can't come closer to do anything about it. Now that there are two hyena and possibly more later, the same thing might play out tomorrow. But eventually, something will have to give, and there's no knowing, there's no guessing, there's no idea of what that's going to be, other than to come and visit this every now and then and to keep track of it and to see what transpires. she knows that there's nothing really going to happen until something makes a move. One of the best things that could happen is some of that impala rots away and the pieces fall down and the hyena are satisfied enough that they take it away. But without another leopard feeding on it, without anything actually physically moving the carcass, it's not likely going anywhere. But anything like buffalo or lion or elephant or any other large mammal moving through here might change the situation considerably, so it's not as stale a stalemate as one might think. But as long as everybody keeps their place, nobody's going to get hurt, and I think the key is for everybody involved. No one wants a confrontation, somebody just wants something to eat, and as far as the hyena are concerned, they don't care whether it's the impala or a baby leopard, they want one of them. Probably preferably the little leopard. I think we'll go back to shadow if we can. No, it's cool. I'll just go around the side of you. Thanks, Morne.